What's up everyone, Icy Gains here, back at it again with another stock market video. Today we are going to be recapping an amazing trade that I called out on the Icy Trades Discord. And if you haven't already joined the Discord, I don't know what you're waiting for. It is the best Discord for the stock market beginners, advanced, intermediate levels, doesn't matter. It's a fun Discord. You get to talk to other people that are also involved in the stock market, and we go over stocks, charts, long-term investment opportunities, and all that good stuff, right? So, if you also missed last episode on the YouTube series, we went over a 1000% plus trade with Meta. It was an amazing call out. I talked about Meta in advance before calling it out. I always alert the Discord why I'm looking at the stock, why I'm thinking about getting into the play, and that's just how it is. That's just how it goes down. All right. No silly stuff. No silly stuff. All right. So I did not post the episode last weekend because I had a jiu-jitsu tournament. It was my first time competing. It was super fun. It's actually very exciting and more fun than I ever thought it would have been, because you get to beat up people, but you also get beat up. So, you know, it just happens. One day I'll get to the point where I get to not get beat up. That'll be a good time. But for now, we're getting better. You already know, as always. So without further ado, let's get straight to this play. What did we call out? What was I thinking about? And how did it go down on the Discord? Right. So let's get it. I almost forgot. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Share this video. It doesn't hurt, right? It doesn't hurt. All right, let's get going, guys. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. So this stock is actually, I think, a pretty new stock. I'm not sure if you know about this one, but this one is called CoreWeave, and we are looking at the daily time frame. And the reason why this caught my attention when it did was because I noticed, once again, this was part of my education series, levels of a stock, right? And what do I mean by that? Well, a stock is going to react more than likely to a certain level where it already reacted to before. So with CoreWeave, I noticed that it didn't have that much history like Meta did, because this stock IPO'd in early 2025. So the only place that I did see that, I could call a support level was this area right here, which is the $70 area, and that's why I drew my support level at that range. Afterwards, I also noticed in the big picture that this stock was, you know, in this downtrend channel, which I drew here. This green line and this red line just means that this stock was following this, interesting trend, going up and down these levels. So when that happens, that is also another way of drawing your support and resistance levels, because it is following that trend channel. So those are two channels of levels that I was able to, you know, notice and give me that confidence that, yo, this stock more than likely is going to react at the bottom of the levels once again, right? And that is why I started to look into it. I called this play out in late November. It was around Friday, November 28 or 29. And you could see here that I called it out around, or that I got into the play around that 70 to 72 area. And I had high confidence. This was a high confidence play, just like that meta trade, right? What does that mean? That I wasn't risking too much, but the reward was going to be a pretty big one. Why? Because I already drew that low level of 70. I was like, there's no way that this breaks that much lower, right? And I'm already at the level here. It would be crazy not to take this risk with this call. The idea was that this play was going to bounce off the level and make its way back to the top of the level. So Icy Gains, how did you go about telling the Discord? Do you give them time to get in? Are you like a fast call out and sell? No, I'm not. It is, whenever there's a high confidence play, The Discord always know ahead of time. I always tell them when I get in, and I tell them, you know, why we're holding, how long to hold, all that good stuff. But as always, every trade should always be managed by the person that's buying that trade. Because I ain't pressing the buttons for you, right? I'm just helping you, find these good setups and execute. So after reviewing this stock chart, let's get straight to the Discord and see how it went down. Boom. My beautiful Discord, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Do you guys see this? One second, one second. For some reason, this is looking weird, huh? There we go. There we go. Let's go. All right. Boom. So this was November 29. 1 second. Gotta get some water. All right. So this is November 29. I said, here we go. Core Weave. I went over this chart. So the plays I'm looking at are 2 to 4 weeks out, which was correct. I was looking at December 19 expiration calls. I said we are at the very low of levels of this stock again. And you know, I tried out the expectation of the plays, all that good stuff, man, all that good stuff. And then what happens after we get in? Well, in 2 days, Core is already up 30%, right? Core goes from $72 to $76, and it's all good and chill. People ask me like, "Hey, when do you plan to sell? Are you holding?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm still holding because we're still like we're starting the momentum right now. This is a rocket launching play." I was like, "Oh my god." Daily candle can close as a bullish engulfing. It's eating up the last 2 days. If you don't know what a bullish engulfing candle is, it's basically when one candle engulfs the previous candle. But what happened with CoreWeave is that it literally engulfed the two previous candles, which is even more added momentum to the bullish reversal. All that good stuff, all that good stuff. And on the third day, CoreWeave went to 79. 79. So you see how after that bullish engulfing, it even went higher? That's exactly how it happened. Yep. It's crazy out here. And then once again, someone asked me, hey, what is your plan still with the play? I'm like, I'm still holding because if you see here, this is another chart pattern to review. But basically, this was still lining up to be a great setup for a continued uptrend push. And what happens after? Once again, Core Weave goes from $80. Core Weave goes from $80. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? I don't think you're ready for this. Core Weave goes from $80 to let's get going. Let's get going. Where are you at? Oh, there it is. Core Weave goes from $80 right here in the next 2 or 3 days. It went all the way up to $85. $85. So our play went from $72 to the $83. That's a whole $10 move on this stock for an amazing play. Anyone that got into this play could have executed perfectly, could have locked in profits whenever they wanted, and just had an amazing day from that winner. And as you can see here, I want to show you more of the Discord. We go to the profits channel, and this is the exact play that I called out. You see this, remember, real life gains, real people just having fun and learning through the process. I love this this profit comment here because he let me know that this was his first 200% play. 200%. And he's just starting out. You see what's possible? Do you see what's possible? There's no secrets, there's no nothing. It's just about preparing, setting it up, executing, not being scared, all that good stuff. So you can see here Corey, he bought it at $111. I think I bought it at $120, so he got a better deal. He sold it at $335. 200% play. You see, this is real numbers, facts right here, facts. All right, let's get back to the chart. All right. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to go over that play. It was beautiful. I couldn't be happier. Um, let's see here. Uh, yeah, so that was that play right there. Corey Reeve, what a beautiful execution of a play. I couldn't be more, proud of the members that profited well and, had fun. We had fun holding that play for a couple days. Meta took only 2 days, but Corey was a longer hold, but it paid out. But you don't even have to hold it for that long. It's all up to your expectations, your rules, all that. I'm just going to pretty much do my thing and walk you through it and let you do your thing. So, as always, if you have any questions, any comments, any desires to join the IC Trades Discord, just let me know. Comment down below and I will DM you. Um, or follow my TikTok and you will see more daily chart reviews. As always, IC Gains got your back. Let's get it.